Alright guys, welcome to our channel Code with Sunny, and in this video I will be talking about minimum number of refueling stops problem of the lead code. Index is 871 and the problem is categorized as hard type problem of the lead code. Okay, so before moving further I just want to ask you guys that whether you have done this problem or course schedule third lead code, right? Because this problem is quite much similar to this one, as like approach is almost similar. So if you are not aware about that, then you can refer to this problem and you can do this, and then you can come back to this problem, right? And also this problem requires the concept of like dynamic programming, but I have not done this question with the help of dynamic programming because it takes a time complexity of O of n square. But what I have done is like using the concept of multiset sorted in reverse order, like in sorted in non-increasing order, or you can also use a heap data structure, that is priority queue, right? So talking about this problem, there is a sequence of stations, that is the sequence of stations are given different coordinates. Okay, and every station is going to hold two possible values, that is every array values is going to store two things. Station of I0 is going to store the coordinate of that station, and a station of I and 1 is going to denote the liters of gas that that station is going to provide to a customer, right? The car starts with an infinite tank of a gas which initially has the start fuel something liters of fuel in it. It uses 1 liter of gas per 1 mile that it drives. Like if the car is going to drive for 1 kilometer, then it consumes exactly 1 liters of fuel, and initially the car has been given some amount of liters of gas, and that is denoted by start fuel, right? And it starts at position 0. Note that it is not mentioned over here, but according to the reference of the examples, it starts from the position equal to 0, right? So when the car reaches a gas station, it may stop. That is, when a car arrives some particular station, then it may stop and refuel it. And refueling is like transferring all the gas from the station into the car. Like if a particular station has some X amount of liters being capable to give some customer, then it will transfer all the X amount of liters to the particular customer vehicle, right? And what is the least number of refueling stops the car must make in order to reach its destination, right? There are some starting points and there are some ending points. This is the starting points and this is the ending point. And the vehicle, let's say vehicle is at over here, vehicle wants to reach to this target position, and there might be some possibility that the start fuel is not capable to consuming all the start fuel is not capable to reach the target. So we need to stop at some particular stations and to make our vehicle be fulfilled with some amount of liters of gas, right? So and what is the minimum number of stops that we have to make in order to reach its destination? That is the car vehicle has some amount of liters of gas in the vehicle so that it can reach the target destination completely, and without having at a certain reaching at a certain state where we cannot have some fuel and we cannot move further, right? So what is that minimum number of refueling stops the car must have to make? Note that if the car reaches a gas station with zero fuel left, the car can still refuel there. And this one you can also easily understand that. Now I'm going to talk about the examples, right? But this example is like the best, so I will talk about this one example. And this constraint is also going to help us, and how it can help us, you can see the station's length is like 500. We can have a O of n square solution that is of dp1, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use the n log n solution, the best one. And these are the relations between the particular stations, and the target fuel, start fuel and stations of I is going to like 10 power 9. And the only reference and the only advantage that I can get over this constraint is like this one, 500. We can think for an O of n square solution that would be possible for this question. Okay, so let's move further to understand this problem in a little bit detail, and we will together build up the idea, solution, and the best way to do this problem. Okay, so let's move further. Okay, so you can see over here I have taken this example, the example number third, right? Okay, so you can see these are the pairs. Pairs denoting the first element of the pair is going to denote the coordinate of that particular station, and the second element of the pair is going to denote the fuel that is being provided by this station, transferring all the fuels to a particular vehicle if demanded, right? Now think about the case. What I have done, what I have started thinking for this problem is like this way, right? Suppose you are at a particular station. Okay, so let me denote it by this color. Suppose you are at particular station. Okay, and like for all these previous station, you can see I can reach from this start fuel. Let's say S is the start fuel. That is, if S is the start fuel, and I can come over here. Yes, start fuel is sufficient so that I can come over to this position, right? And then I can move to the next position, and my start fuel is still S, and I will compare S and the coordinate of this station. Yes, it is reachable from with the help of this start fuel. Yes, okay, then move to the next station. And suppose when you have encountered this station, that is, you have come up to this station, and you have found that start fuel is not sufficient to come up to this position. Okay, so you don't be get confused that start fuel is over 10. I'm talking about in general case of start fuel S. Okay, now when you have encountered this station and you have found that start fuel is not sufficient to come up to this station, right? Then what you are going to do is, then you must have to think for that. You must have to refuel your vehicle with any of these stations. That is, when you have come up to this station, you must have to refuel your vehicle with the help of the gas provided by these particular stations, right? So again, I'm going to speak. If you have not focused at my words, is that when you are going to come for this first station, yes, it is okay. Start fuel is sufficient. When you have come up to this position, yes, it is okay. Start fuel is again sufficient to come up to this second station. And when you come up to this third station, you have found that start fuel is not sufficient to come up to this station. Then what you have to do to make our vehicle to come up to this position? The only thing that you can do is okay. So only thing that you can do is you have to refuel your vehicle from any of these particular stations. Can you refuel your vehicle for only one particular station? No, obviously not. Suppose you have S as the start fuel, and this station has the coordinate some Y, and this station wants that if a vehicle wants to come at this station, then he or she must have the fuel in a vehicle like at least Y. Then he or she can then he or she has the vehicle can pass through this station, right? Now if the Y is the demanded fuel and S is the start fuel, you need to add the fuel, let's say X, such, okay, so I'm going to write it clearly, X, such that this would become greater than or equal to Y, right? Then you must have to think for that I must have to refuel my vehicle for this from this station, or from this station, or from both of the stations, right? Then what is the concept of refueling it? Like if you are at a particular station, let me change my color. Then if you are at particular station and you have found that my start fuel is not sufficient, then you will start refueling your vehicle with all the previous stations previous stations like gas provided by that stations. Then how you can start refueling it? Like suppose this station provides 60 amount of gas, like this station, and this station provides 30 amount of gas. Then what is the optimal way to refuel? That is, which station is the optimal one to start refueling my vehicle? You can see this station is the optimal one, right? Because it gives us the maximum amount of fuel, right? So I will first start refueling my vehicle with the gas provided by this station. So S plus 60. And if I have done that, I need to again check that if this current amount of start fuel is sufficient to reach this station or not. If not, then I have to again pick out the second maximum fuel provided by the previous stations. This is the first maximum you can see, and the second maximum is this one. Then I will again add up 30 and check it out if this is the sufficient, that is, this is the new current fuel, is sufficient to reach up to this station or not, this station. And if it is sufficient, yes, it is okay, I can come up to this station. And if it is okay, you can see there are two times I am refueling my vehicle. Okay, so you need to have to check this condition. Okay, so for every station you have to check it out that whether I can reach my current, that is with the help of my current fuel, to this station or not. If not, then start taking out the maximum elements of the gas being provided by all the previous stations, like 60, 30 and so on, if there are more stations. Okay, so if you're not going to understand this still one, then I will take a little bit more example. Like suppose we have some 30 value, 60 value, 70 value, 90 value, and so on. Okay, now if we have reached some particular station demanding, let's say 500 amount of fuels. Okay, so and let's say S is the current fuel, start fuel, and I will check it out if S is going to be like less than 500 or not. Like if S is going to be like already greater than 500, yes, I can say this start fuel is sufficient to come up to this station, right? And what about the case when S is going to be like strictly less than 500? Then we can say I cannot come from with the help of this start fuel to this particular station. Okay, and these are the previous gas values that previous station is going to provide. Okay, then what is the best way to take which element to take which value of gas provided by which station, right? So if S is the current amount of gas, then I need to make my S at least 500, right? So I will take it out first 90, then S becomes S plus 90. Then you must be wondering why I should take 90, because taking greater value increases the probability of reaching the like at least value of this station, that is 500. That's why I'm going to take a like maximum value of the gas being provided by all the previous stations, right? So if I will take the maximum, I need it will minimize my this cost. It will minimize my answer. What is my answer? Least number of refueling stops the car make in order to reach the destination. So I will make up 90, then make up 70, and then make up 60, and do at least and do this strip, do this process until my S becomes at least 500. Okay, then how this can be maintained? This can be maintained with the help of if you are at a particular station, you must keep a track of all the gases that we have unused from the previous station in some vector or some heap data structure. Then we can easily pop out the maximum element every time when we demand some fuel, right? So this can be done like keeping track of all the fuels which are unused for a particular station, that is all the fuels that are unused for all the previous station with respect to my current station. This can be easily done with the help of heap data structure, or it can be easily done with the help of multiset being sorted in reverse order, like non-decreasing order. Okay, so let's move further to find out some approach to build up the idea, or to build up some exact pattern, or how we can approach to this solution with the help of multiset or the priority queue. Okay, so let's move further. Okay, so you can see this is the target one I have taken, and this is the start fuel equal to 10, and this is the position 0. Okay, now when I've come up to this station, now please notice what I am saying, because this is going to be important. Also, you can see I am maintaining a priority queue. Priority queue is nothing but storing the values in non-increasing order, right? So priority queue I am going to write priority queue of fuel values of particular stations if I'm going to push that value into my priority queue. So when I've come up to this station, what is my current maximum reachable value? Let's denote it as MX. Current maximum reachable value with the help of my current fuel is, you can see start fuel is 10. So my current maximum reachable value is 10. Okay. So if my current maximum reachable value is 10, you can see I can easily come up to this position, and this position has the coordinate 10. So I will say okay, and I can come up to this position, then I will move up to next position. Okay, and if I will come up to this next position, my current maximum reachable values is still 10, and you can see 10 is not going to be like at least 20. So I need to refuel my vehicle, and which vehicle and from which gas station which I can refuel it. You can see I have only one. I have already visited only one gas station previous to my current station, which denotes the value of 60. That this gas station is going to fulfill 60 liters of gas to me at once. Okay, then my current maximum reachable position changes from 10 to the new value 10 plus 60, it becomes 70. Now 70 becomes at least 20. Okay, so I can say I have to refuel my vehicle one times. Now you can see the use of this priority queue is like when I have completed the visiting this zeroth, that is this first station, I will push back this 60 value, that is the fuel provided by this gas station, into my priority queue, that is 60. Okay, and when I've come up to this station, I have to reuse, like I have to refuel my vehicle. So I will pick up the maximum element from this priority queue, that is the 60. Now my priority queue becomes empty. Now when I have come up to this station, my maximum becomes 70, and when I have completed this visiting this station, I have to push this fuel provided by this station to my priority queue. Then my priority queue contains my single element now, which is 30. Now my maximum is 70, and I have already used one times, that is the fueling my vehicle. Okay, and okay, so let's move further. Like when I have come up to this station, you can see it requires the that is, it has the coordinate 30. Can I reach the coordinate 30 with the maximum reachable 70? Yes, I can do. So I will move up to this next position. Note that again 30 is being pushed into the priority queue. Now it has the priority queue size is 2, and it comes like 2 times 30. Okay, now here comes this 60. Now it says that you can reach this station only if you have the coordinate at least 60, and my maximum reachable is 70. Yes, I can reach that. So let's move further to the target one. Now I'm checking if I can reach the target or not. Note that my priority queue becomes updated with the value of 40. So it becomes 40 comes up. So when I come over the target, so my maximum reachable is 70, and my target demands to be 100. So I will pop out one element from this priority queue, that is 40, which is the maximum element from the priority queue. It means that I must have to refuel my vehicle at this station. So my maximum reachable becomes 100, and 1 becomes 2 because I have to refuel one more time, and I can reach the target. And you can see this is achievable, but okay, so this is achievable, and my answer becomes 2. That is the least amount of the least amount of refueling that I have to done at a particular station 2 times. Okay, so this is the what we want from this problem. So let's move further to find out the coding approach. Okay, so let's move further. Okay, so you can see I've submitted some codes. Okay, the first one gives us the wrong answer because I've missed some very small foolish mistake, like foolish terms I have missed. Okay, so don't worry. If you like debug your code, then you can easily find your mistake. Okay, so this is the basically the priority queue solution that I'm going to talk about now. You can see priority queue is doing like storing the fuels for all the previous gas stations which are being unused, and you can see I've pushed one element, that is target comma 0, and the reason behind this to simplify my code writing. Okay, so you cannot do this, and you can check if condition finally, but I have done this to simplify my code. And this is maximum reachable exactly equal to the start fuel, and my current answer is 0 because I am not refueled my vehicle from any of the gas station. Maximum reachable is now start fuel, and start iterating for this all the elements of this stations. And whenever you find that fuels is not empty and maximum reachable is not sufficient to reach at my current station, then I need to refuel my vehicle, answer plus plus, and maximum reachable plus equals fuels dot top. That is from the popping element from the top of the priority queue, that is refueling my vehicle from that particular gas station which is providing maximum amount of gas, and remove that entry from the priority queue. And still after doing this, my maximum reachable is less than, strictly less than my current station value. I can say I cannot reach to this particular station, and then return -1 as demanded by this question. And otherwise fuels dot push this stations of I1, that is pushing the current liters of gas provided by current station into my priority queue, okay, for further processing, and return the answer finally. If the stations, all the stations can be visited, target can be achieved, return your least amount of uh, answers, which is the refueling your vehicle. So this will give you all the test cases passed, and there's a 96% of CPP submissions, runtime beats. So if you have any doubts, do let me know in the comment section of the video, and I will ask the viewers to like this video, share this video, and do subscribe to our YouTube channel for latest updates. Thank you for watching this video.